Hi, this is Mato. In this video I will show you a great chess game. This is the game between Veselin Topalov and Vladimir Kramnik that was played in Elista in 2006. Where is Elista? Elista is the capital city of the Republic of Kalmykia in Russia. This is World Championship match game 2. Topalov had white pieces and he started with d4. Kramnik played d5, and after c4, c6 we have Slav defense. Knight to c3, knight to f6, knight to f3, pawn takes pawn, a4 to stop b5, bishop to f5, e3, e6, bishop takes pawn, bishop to b4 to help fighting for e4 square. White castled, black can castle too. Instead Kramnik played a knight from b to d7, queen to e2 preparing pawn push, bishop to g6, e4, and Kramnik castled. He had a chance to win a pawn if he takes knight. Let's check this variation and let's see why Kramnik didn't go after this pawn on e4. Okay, so if bishop takes on c3, b takes on c3, knight takes on e4, bishop to a3, black would have problem castling, knight takes on c3, queen to b2, and knight takes on a4, queen to b3, knight from a to b6, and now bishop takes on e6, and this would be a difficult position for black to defend, especially against Topalov. Okay, so in this position Kramnik castled, bishop to d3, bishop to h5 pinning knight, e5 attacking knight, knight to d5, knight takes knight, c takes on d5, queen to e3 unpinning, bishop to g6 challenging bishop on d3, knight to g5, and I will just show you what is the meaning of this move. If something odd would be played like a6, then bishop takes bishop. If f pawn takes, then knight takes on e6, but if h pawn takes, then queen to h3 and huge problem on h7. Okay, so in this position Kramnik played rook to e8 to protect his e6 pawn, f4, bishop takes bishop, queen takes on d3 threatening checkmate on h7, f5 was played, and this is possible because rook is protecting e6, bishop to e3, knight to f8, king to h1 preparing g4 pawn push, rook to c8, g4, queen to d7, rook to g1, bishop to e7 attacking knight, knight to f3, rook to c4, so rook and queen are aiming at a4 pawn. Topalov ignored that threat, pawn takes pawn, rook takes on g4, and Kramnik captured an a4 and he has an extra pawn. Rook from a to g1 attacking g7, g6 was played, h4. Topalov is throwing everything at Kramnik. Rook to b4, not only attacking pawn on b2, but Kramnik is going to play queen to b5, h5, queen to b5 offering to exchange queens, and now queen to c2 walking straight into it. Rook takes on b2, and now look at this move, leaving queen on c2 to be captured. Would you capture queen if you had black pieces? Well, Kramnik didn't, but let's see what would happen if he did. If rook takes on c2, Then pawn takes on h7, check, king to h8, rook to g8, check, king takes on h7, rook from 1 to g7, check, king to h6, f5, check, bishop to g5, rook takes on g5, queen to f1, knight to g1, rook to e2, rooks from 5 to g6, king to h7, and checkmate. Okay, so Kramnik didn't take queen. He played h5, attacking rook. Now g7 was played. Still had a chance to take the queen. Let's see what will happen. If rook takes, then pawn takes knight, check from queen, king takes on f8, check, king to f7, and checkmate. Okay, so in this position, Kramnik captured a rook. Pawn takes knight, check from queen, and the best move is to take it with king. Instead, Kramnik captured with bishop, and Topalov had a chance to win right there with rook takes on g4, and after bishop to g7, queen to c7, after queen to f1, knight to g1, and how would you stop now? Queen takes on g7. Unfortunately for Topalov, he didn't play that move. He played queen to g6, check. Now bishop to g7, f5, rook to e7, f6, queen to e2, attacking knight, queen takes on g4, protecting knight, rook to f7, and now again Topalov had good move in this position. Queen to h5 would give him very strong attack, missing the winning move second time. Okay, so in this position, instead of queen to h5, he played rook to c1, aiming to get to c8. But Kramnik played rook to c2. Rook takes rook, check, king to g2, queen takes on c2, check, king to g3, queen to e4. Kramnik wants to exchange queens, bishop to f4, offering queen for exchange again, queen takes queen, e takes on f5, and pawn can take bishop, but black would be still better off because of his two passed pawns. In this position, bishop to g5 was played, and now a5, king to f4, a4, king takes pawn, a3, bishop to c1, attacking pawn, bishop to f8, defending, e6, attacking rook, rook to c7, attacking bishop, and Topalov had to take pawn. What else? Bishop takes on a3, king to e5, rook to c1, knight to g5. So Topalov is not resigning. Rook to f1, e7, rook to e1, king to d5, bishop takes, exchanging bishop for two pawns, f takes on e7, rook takes, king to d6, rook to e1, d5, king to f8, knight to e6, check, king to e8, knight to c7, check, king to d8, knight to e6, king to c8, king to e7, preparing pawn push all the way to d8, rook to h1, checking from the side, knight to g5 to stop that, but now b5, d6, rook to d1, taking control of d7, knight to e6, b4, knight to c5, stopping pawn from advancing, rook to e1, check, king to f6, and now rook to e3, and in this position Topalov resigned. Let's see what will happen if he didn't. He can play d7, After that, king to d8, king to f5, b3, knight to a4, rook to e2, king to f4, b2, knight must take, and black is winning. Okay, so let's go just back to this position. Unfortunately for Topalov, after playing such a great attack, he missed his winning move, which is in this position rook takes on g4, which would give him great victory in this game. So queen takes on g7 is unstoppable. And that is all. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.